It's Divas That Care Radio. Stories, strategies, and ideas to inspire positive change. Welcome to Divas That Care, a network of women committed to making our world a better place for everyone. This is a global movement for women, by women, engaged in a collaborative effort to create a better world for future generations. To find out more about the movement, visit divasthatcare.com after the show. Right now, though, stay tuned for another jolt of inspiration.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Divas That Care. My name is Candace Gish. Well, guys, I know that you have been with us for so long here, and you know we've been doing this amazing series. We've been interviewing these dynamic women that are part of an anthology, Animal Prints on My Soul. And I have the pleasure to interview an author. Her name is Jo Dibley. And I am beyond excited that Jo had submitted her story to our anthology. She is an amazing woman, has been on the Divas That Care for quite a while now. I've had the pleasure of interviewing her, and it's just so much fun to talk with her. She is so inspiring and empowering. So today I would love to welcome back Jo Dibley. Jo, I'm so excited to chat with you today.
I'm so excited to be here all the way from Los Barriles, Mexico. So thank you so much for inviting me back to chat about things that really matter.
Well, my goodness, you are always doing so many great things to help so many individuals, people and animals. So that's why we really wanted you to be a part of this anthology with us. Before I kind of dive into some questions that I have for you, Jo, would you mind introducing yourself to our new listeners?
Absolutely, and thank you. Short version of who I am is I'm really a storyteller about truth and change and overcoming adversity, whether it's with humans or with animals, about standing on your story and never in it, and just being part of, surrounding yourself with others that are also making huge changes and impacts in the world. And sometimes that could be as simple as a kind gesture, but my goal is to stand for those who have no voice and also to stand with those who care for others.
And you're definitely doing that on I would say quite a big scale, and you have for quite a long time. Why did you decide to submit your story to this anthology?
We sometimes don't realize, I think at times we just don't realize the impact animals have on our lives. And if not for Cassie, I would not have completed a very important goal in my life. If not for Cassie, who was my dog, who was my rescue, just basically saying, come on, stop lollygagging, let's get it done, which seemed so impossible till I looked back and looked at her impact in my life. And I want others to know that, whether it be rescue or what have you, animals play a crucial role in the human experience. And so when you approached me about sharing my story about the marathons and Cassie's impact in my life, it was, a hell yeah. Sorry if that offends anyone, but it really was. It's no questions asked. Yeah, I'll do it. I think I remember at 1 o'clock in the morning because I was so excited. And then, of course, you go through the process, but I was honored to contribute and also to put her memory in writing.
I love that. And we are very honored to have that story in our anthology. I know that you're kind of mentioning it's about your marathon and can you kind of give us a little bit of tidbits that are about your story? We don't want to dive too much into it because we definitely want our listeners to go and check that book out and read your story. But would you give us a little bit of information about it?
Absolutely. I think one of the most important pieces of that piece for me was the fact that she had been abandoned twice. And if not for the grace of whatever we believe in, she would not have been brought to my life exactly at the time I needed her. And without those goals would have been accomplished. I mean, there's so much to her story, and obviously just a little side note is she just kept getting overlooked because of how she looked. And yet, to me, she was beautiful.
I love that. It's so empowering. Since then, with story, you've done so much. You're calling in from Mexico right now, and you're doing some amazing things down in Mexico. So I definitely want to touch on that because I think it's really powerful for our listeners to see the kind of things that you are doing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been, I think Cassie really kind of ignited in me something that had lied dormant. I always had this passion for rescue animals. And so here in Mexico, we help find, as we call them, forever homes for the dogs. I do my best to help place them, not just foster them, but place them. Not that that's required. It's important to me. We help with the sterilization clinic so that we don't have more abandoned animals. And down here, more than ever, there's always need, right? Whether it's with the animals that we serve or with the people we serve, or sometimes both, right, at the same time, actually. And it's a real honor to be able to give back in such a powerful way. That's why we started Team Humanity Baja. I hope it's okay to share that. Without that particular organization, I wouldn't have been able to do even a bigger scale piece. And so we've raised, and we continue to raise money every single month for the organizations we support for Team Humanity. And rescue and just animals in general are a critical component to what we do down here, because without that we would have a problem, a serious and very dangerous problem, because we're doing the good work with everybody, the team, not Joe, the team. Because we're doing that, we are seeing tremendous change. And one of my little fosters was over yesterday playing with I call her Mia McCluck Stibley, our other dog, and I now call that foster for Dozen as in cousin of the dog. I make up my own words, so sorry, it's weird, but it's who I am. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome to be able to see the impact firsthand.
I love that. And Joe, one of the great things that I love about what you're doing down there is you even have your friends and people that you know that have come from Canada and the United States that have come down and volunteer their time to help you when they can with this amazing program that you have.
Exactly. You know, we started doing, as you and I met a long time ago, and so it's been really a great journey to watch what you're doing and to be involved, and also to have vice versa, right? But when I started, I did that. When you and I first met, we met at a live event, which was to help women grow their business and get more connected and feel like at a deeper level. It's not just always about dollars and cents. It's about feeling that you belong and making a contribution. In any event, when I did that years, and then I realized when I came down here that people were looking, I truly, to my core, believe that people want to make a difference, but sometimes they don't know where to start. Sometimes they don't know how to do that, and they want hands-on experience. I know I wanted hands-on. I wanted to see that my work mattered, that I was actually working with the end, like the outcome. For example, knowing that I was working with the dog, working with the cat, working with, at the orphanage, whatever it was. And I knew other people kept asking me, how do you do this? How do you do this? And so we started, and thank you for sharing that, we started doing what we call volunteerism events. So people come down here for a week, and we work hard. There's no mistake. We go, we work with the animals, we work with the clinics, we work with some of the poor areas, we work with the orphanage, but we are working and volunteering and giving back in a meaningful way, it's not just bringing them the fish, it's teaching them how to fish. And so when women primarily who've come to our events, we're usually sold out, obviously with COVID that's been different, but they cannot say enough about it. We work hard, we try to play it tired, but we work really hard, and the impact is felt throughout every place we go. And I'm honored to be able to curate these events for these women so that they too can feel that hands-on experience. There's nothing like it. It's like saying to someone, go look at a garden and you'll feel that experience. Now you won't put your hands in the dirt to truly feel, to cultivate seed, to watch it mature, to harvest it, or to pick that flower and put it on your table. To be able to say you were right there working alongside the people that are doing the good work is, I'm extremely passionate and extremely emotional about it. If that's not obvious, I do love it, and I'm honored that they understand and want to be part of it too.
Well, I absolutely love what you're doing. You have inspired me for so many years that I'm just in awe in everything that you have done and you've accomplished. What an amazing woman that you are, and I'm so happy that I can call you my friend. And I want to thank you, for putting the time into our anthology because your story is so impactful. It is just a beautiful story. And you're doing so many things also outside of that. And I want a lot of people to know more about your organization. And we're going to be posting that, obviously, after our show here so that they can perhaps get involved, because it is amazing what you are doing and how you are taking women, as you said, mostly women, into your home and into your life down in Mexico, and you're showing them what you're doing. And we definitely haven't even dived into the orphanage part that you're working with, and I would love to talk with you about that at a later date.
I would love that. And I'm so honored, Candace, because truly it's when we join hands, link arms, and really connect. And there's something at this level that it's just so impactful. Often we forget, we don't understand the power we have just by showing up and showing our talents. But they do, it's combining this, creating these anthologies and creating a community that actually truly deeply cares about the impact we're having on living beings or, environmental concerns, whatever it may be. The truth of the matter is one of us isn't going to do it, but all of us and doing our part and sounding creepy, because I really do believe this. I believe that we each have such a powerful story to share, and that our talent will change someone's life. And sometimes it's small. It's just the things that we do quietly when no one else is seeing, which is fine, because it's not about us. It's about lifting others. But it's amazing what that does for other people. And I've seen it here so many times. I've seen Mexico has a lot of need. We're not just resorts and beaches, although we have those beautiful beaches and it's a beautiful sunny day. The truth is, we need help like any other developing country needs help. And I'm honored to be here. That's why we sold everything in Canada. We sold Los Gatos and Barrel, drove down with 12,000 pounds of donations for the animal service, you name it. And it was our privilege. It was not responsibility. It was our privilege to serve, and it continues to be our privilege to serve these people and those in need, right? Whatever it might be. There's a lot. So.
Oh, my gosh. That's a lot. A lot of people don't realize the whole in-depth story that you have, and I did want to have you back on the Divas That Care and really go through that, because that in itself has been such a journey for you, and wow, I can't wait to hear more about it. So, Joe, thank you so much for, taking the time to chat with me. I know that you are calling in from Mexico. I appreciate everything that you do. You have always been an honorary diva from the get-go. It has been my pleasure to know you over so many years, and I thank you for everything that you're doing in the world today.
Thank you so much. And for those listening, please get the book. There are so many amazing stories in there to lift you and inspire you to the next, whatever your next thing is. And Candace, thank you for all the good work you do. You are truly an amazing soul.
Oh, my friend, thank you so much. Yes, and everybody, the Animal Prints of My Soul is going to be available right away here. I'm so excited. We will be posting a lot of that stuff on our social media, so make sure that you keep your eyes open for that, because it's going to be coming right away here. Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you to all of our listeners. I appreciate each and every one of you, and it's because of all of our listeners we're able to do these amazing anthologies, and all the proceeds of our anthologies will be going to different animal charities. So, make sure that you do check them out and support as much as you can. Again, thank you, Joe. Thank you, our listeners, and I hope that you do something kind today. Until next time, everyone.
Thanks for listening. This show was brought to you by Divas That Care. Connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on divasthatcare.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.